Listen, we know that staying at home, of course, is a priority right now. Staying safe is a priority, but so is keeping your immune system well boosted and healthy in these times. And so thanks to our friends at BWELL, you can now download their entire immunity boosting cookbook that is packed full of great recipes to enjoy that of course will help you boost your immune system. And we're gonna be making something right now that is not just delicious and it's just an incredible breakfast. We know breakfast is the most important meal of the day, so this has a little bit of sweet, a little bit of savory. It's just all the delicious ingredients. And two things that I like about this, Nicole, we're making a baked frittata. The two things I like is that one, it's baked, and two, is that it's a frittata.
Yes.
My favorite.
Frittatas are such a classic.
Absolutely, and so easy to make. I mean, you get all the ingredients prepared, mise en place vibes, and then you just
quite a lot of ingredients though.
Yeah,
but
and at the end you just go plonk into one dish.
Exactly, that's the joys of a frittata, is that you can add everything that you have left over in your fridge and just pop it in the oven, and there you've got no wastage, packed with health, lots of flavor, super simple. As long as you have some good spices, you can make anything taste great.
The origins of a frittata, is it a, what is it, a Spanish dish? Or?
Yeah, it's like it's a breakfast thing, mainly egg-based, and you can, like back in the day, they used to add potatoes, new potatoes, you can add tomato. It's a very, and then they would slice it up almost like a cake, and you can have it like that, all individual ones. So
Beautiful.
we've got two options today.
All right, let's get to making this particular one. What do we have?
Great, so we've got 3 eggs in here. If you don't want your eggs, you can always add up some mayo. So you can always bulk up your mayo and add a little bit more flour if you're avoiding eggs.
Okay, good. Okay.
Then we've got a little bit of oil. Then we are going to add all our ingredients. So before I add in the flour and your spices, you want to kind of coat these ingredients with the egg first.
Okay, good.
So we've got spinach going in here. You could add baby spinach. This is just general Swiss chard I've chopped up.
Yeah, yeah.
Some mushrooms, also any mushrooms.
You don't even need to fine chop them, just as they are.
Just as they are, but make sure they're thinly sliced.
Okay, all right, go for that.
Too chunky ones, yeah. We've got a bit of quinoa.
Quinoa, super food, super grain. I've been looking for ways to use the quinoa at home, so that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, quinoa is actually a seed.
Is it a what?
A seed.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it's so high packed in protein, and people always confuse it as a grain, but it's a seed. And you get the white and the red one as well.
So it's almost like when you eat microgreens, because they're still in that little baby state where the nutrients are still all in there.
Exactly. So we've got some sweet corn. I've got the creamed one. You can add just corn off the cob. Got some red pepper.
Okay, that is a lot in that bowl.
I'm getting a bit worried, yeah. Got some feta.
Yeah.
And then we've got our rising agent, which is bicarb.
Okay.
Just help it fluff up a bit.
Oh, because you're going to add flour.
Exactly.
So, all right. Okay, good.
Salt and bicarb, that's going in. Then we've got our spices, cumin, coriander, best buddies. It's like egg and bacon, salt and pepper.
Okay, cumin, coriander. Keep that as a cumin, coriander. Always go together.
Always go together. And then some chilies. That's optional, of course, if you're not a chili fan.
Would paprika then work as well, maybe?
Of course.
A bit of heat?
Of course, even smoked paprika, just to add that bit of a smoky vibe going on
Lovely
there.
stuff. And then?
We've got a bit of flour.
As the binding agent. Okay,
exactly.
Then, now comes the challenge.
Now just to fold it all together. Hey, I did this yesterday in this bowl,
and
I made that.
It worked. Okay, so that might take a little bit of time, but what you want to make sure of is that the ingredients are nicely coated.
Exactly.
All of the beautiful spices, the flour, the egg gets all over the place.
All beautifully coated, folded in beautifully. Like you could do this a night before, which I did, and I baked it off this morning.
Okay.
Or you could do it straight away. But obviously straight away is nice and fresh.
Yes, and because it's egg, it gets ready quite quickly, and the ingredients that you have there, like the mushroom and the peppers, are quite soft veggies.
Exactly. But because we have flour in here, Kat, we need to cook it for a bit longer than a traditional frittata. Yeah, because eggs cook relatively in 10 to 15 minutes. But this, because of the flour, you don't want a raw flour flavor, so.
Okay, and then quickly tell me about what you have over there.
We're gonna add the BWELL. The mayo.
Oh, the mayo still needs to go in, okay.
Yeah, of course. How can we forget the mayo? I mean, damn, it's gonna add that nice tanginess and richness and creaminess to it as well.
Lovely stuff.
So we're gonna mix that in, and then you're gonna pop it either into a muffin tray if you want to do individual portions, or a big, large pan like I've done there, and you pop it in the oven 30, 40 minutes, and you're done.
Wonderful stuff, and it's packed full of nutrients, this baked frittata. You've got, of course, the vitamin K that you get from the spinach, of course, a rich source of iron as well, so beautiful for little ones that are still growing and developing. Lots and lots of iron. They need that. The vitamin C that you get from those peppers, B vitamins and antioxidants, and amino acids that are in the quinoa. It's just generally immune boosting all round, and it's absolutely delicious as well. And of course, you can find this recipe on our website, expressoshow.com. Thanks, Nicole.
Thank you.
Good stuff.